What's up, guys? So we're gonna talk a little bit about how we made like $4.98 before market even opened. I was up like, to be honest, like close to 20. By the way, this trade I could have um, like this trade in specific, I could have like, excuse me, I could have held throughout the day, but like I didn't. I was up literally not even a percentage. We're trading Indonesian energy, and I had bought 150 shares. I'll put like a screenshot of the trade on the screen, not to just show it, but it was not the best trade, to be honest. Had I bought yesterday, I'm gonna be honest, I found out about this Indonesian stock from a guy that I was following. And I'm gonna talk a little more in depthly about that. So just give me like a minute here, guys, and I'll be with you. All right, so back to talking about our trade on Indo, which is a Indonesian gas company, I'm pretty sure. And I saw like, I didn't really believe in it, to be honest, but I woke up today and I saw that it was strong. I should have just full ported, because anyone who did is up like 20%. You don't know what full porting means. It just means like going heavy into a trade. Well, that's what I mean. I should have just bought the trade and invested. Why is he mean mugging? Yo, why did this guy just pass me this car mean mugging? Like, fuck is good with you, bro? Doing the most for what? But excuse my language, but this guy I just waved. I'm always friendly because what you put out into the universe usually comes back to you. So I got these interesting looking flying insects. But yeah, we took the trade nonetheless, and I caught like 0.60%, right? But which happened to be $5. Now I think I'm gonna show like the shares. This was equity trade, so I bought 150. By the way, look at the background. Very nice, guys. But it was an equity trade, and basically it's like a pond or something. Basically I bought 150 shares, and which is pretty cool, by the way. You can basically buy and sell equity even when the market is closed. I don't think you can do it on the weekend. I think you can only exercise. Wait, actually, shit, I need to look that up, bro. Can you exercise? By the way, still on the same routine. Peep the jacket, guys. Peep the jacket. Yeah, I had to up it for the one time. But how we about to take like a walk for real? Get my steps in. Get some lunch. But yeah, I'm gonna look that up real quick so I could give you guys some free sauce. Okay, guys, so actually I'm actually wrong. So you cannot buy equity on the weekends. So basically what that means is the trade that I took, which this is actually kind of crazy. I woke up at 7 in the morning. Actually, I woke up at 6:30, right? I woke up at 6:30 US time. I bought like basically at 7 o'clock, right? I bought it like 7 o'clock, which is kind of wild to say the least, to be honest. I'm about to just walk down here. And but yeah, it's kind of wild, bro. It's kind of wild. I took this trade at like 7. Hopefully the people here are nice. But I took this trade at 7 o'clock, and basically I took this trade at 7 o'clock, and I was up 3%. Probably it took me a minute, but I'm trying to see. I was up 3%, which, by the way, on equity, 3% isn't bad. If it's like, I mean, it's not the best, to be honest. It's not the best. So I guess looking at it from what information I know now, obviously you usually trade equity when you have way more capital. But with what I know now, that was actually not a good trade, because if it only had like, if I was up, because I really I knew it was, I didn't lose money, right? So obviously it was I knew the stock was strong or what have you, but like I think what's kind of the people here are kind of, they're okay. That guy waved and his wife waved back at me, so okay. But basically, I just like when people are friendly, because, you know, why be, life is, you know, be nice. But yeah, so with equity trade though, usually you trade equity when you have a large size capital. Today was one of those days where it probably would have been better to just trade options. I'm not really sure if you know, I'm not really sure how I should look at this, to be honest with you. The only thing that I really, and I'm just being honest, like the only thing that I really can say is the only thing that I can genuinely say is it was a 3% trade. So it was a 3% trade on equity, which isn't bad, but it's really not good either, because technically, had I just waited for the options market to open, I could have probably caught a way better trade on the option side. So with what I know now that I know that you can't trade equity on the weekend, that's very important to know. Because yesterday was Sunday, by the way, for me. When you guys are watching this video, yesterday was actually Sunday. So that's why I'm saying, you know, because it was at $5, now it's at $6, the stock that I'm talking about. So that's a 20% gain, which means you would have had to already been in the stock to exercise this move, which is interesting, right? Because it's like, I literally just found out about the stock last night, because I think the guy posted the video, which, by the way, always be studying, bro. Always be studying. If you really want to be successful at whatever it is that you do, go hard. Results will show, okay? Results will show. That's what got me into the stock. Wait, no, I think you can buy equity. I think you can buy equity, you guys. I think you can buy equity. I'm not sure though, but you might not be able to. I really don't know. I don't know. If you know, comment below, because I technically never tried, you know what I'm saying? But it's interesting, to say the least. 3%, usually that's not a good trade that you would want to take. Now, let's say you have a ton of money, right? Let's say you have millions of dollars, then, or I don't know, depends on what a big goal is for you, right? If you have a few $100K and you really believed in the stock, maybe for a person like you, it would make sense to put $100,000 into the stock, wait out about a month to get your 100% gain. Now that could be a good, you know, something good. Or, you know, depending on how much you've already made in the markets, you know what I mean? Depending on that for you, you might say, let me put in 200,000. By the way, guys, never be the guy that mean mugs, okay? No matter what is happening in your life, be the person that has the perspective to see the good in situations, okay? These people do exist. I know people like this in my life. I have people like this in my life who choose to see good things in life, even if, you know, obviously life has its challenges, but be the person that sees good things in life. Just a, you know, a word of wisdom. Be the person who sees good in life, because people like that make it much further in life. Now, yeah, like talking about that's goals for sure. Like if that Indonesian, by the way, a lot of this with the energy stocks is going on because of the war, apparently. So like, let's say something with the Indonesian stocks or what have you. Let's say it's like with the Indonesian stocks, you feel me? And I'm gonna do one more lap and then I'm probably gonna. All right, so like I was saying, if you had like a large position, like if you, let's say you made a ton of money and you're like, you know, screw it, I wanna bet on Indonesian stocks. To be honest, I would understand someone, because honestly it is a good thing to invest in. Just being honest, right? just being honest, it's a pretty good thing to invest in. Like, let's say you had 200,000 that you're like, or let's say you're willing to risk 200,000 to put into this trade, and you're willing to hold it for a few weeks. That's a pretty good swing, you know what I mean? Because think about it like this: the stocks that you could trade equity on, or that you might want to trade equity on, those are probably already built up. Okay, so those stocks are probably already built up. Sorry guys, those stocks are already built up. So what I would suggest is to catch trades like this, if you have the capital, right? And if you want to trade equity. And the reason is because then you could say, man, I traded equity and I freaking killed it. You can call yourself, you know, it's a very nice accomplishment, to say the least.